The tablescaping ones are always kind of fun, a little bit different. They can cost a little bit, so be aware of that. But this is a contemporary tablescape for a restaurant in the Netherlands, and it does point out tulips adorn the room. So I'm sure we're going to have some tulip plates here. So this is a gift or a prize that I won from another tablescaping one. So let's take a look and see how that looks on the table. I think maybe tulips might be nicer. And yeah, you can really see those tulips there, so that's cute. And then we got a little tablecloth. Might be tulip overkill, but let's take a look at that. Oh, you know, with the, I'm not big on the square mats. You know, it's kind of personal preference. But I do like to have something smaller because once you add a tablecloth, it can get a little busy. So that kind of matches the chairs, that green, so that might not be bad. Maybe some pink silverware. And then for the cups, we could have these cups or those guys. Both are cute. I do like the tall ones. I've got some little tulips here. And these are prizes that I was already awarded. So we've got this carafe or that carafe, or maybe that carafe. And this one I like to hit the little eyeball, get rid of everything else, and then you can really see what you're doing. So we're going to undo, and you know, that doesn't look too bad, and it gives us a chance to use something that we already own. So we're going to go ahead and do that. With the candles, you only get one use out of each one. I'm not sure how I got 5 of those. But each time you purchase one, you only get one use. So, for instance, if we place 4 of these, we have to buy them 4 times. So the blue things you have to place, and the pink things you can place if you want to. Kind of pointless to put those little candles back there because you can't really see them. So maybe we'll put the tulips there, and in the other spot we could put a shorter one. I don't know. I kind of like the tulips all the way around. So it's a lot of tulips. What about just a taper? That's kind of nice. It's a little short. That one's a little short too. Gold. See, too bad we don't have anything that's the green of those chairs, because that could really pull that in. Nothing really green at all. That's a little too big. So, and those are short tapers, but I think I like the tall taper better. So we're going to stick with these guys. And then again, if you click on the tags, it'll take you back to the other ones and you can switch them out. And then we'll see what else we can put in here. So a centerpiece. Got a couple of centerpieces. That's nice, but it's a whole lot of candles. It's a whole lot of tulips. Yeah, maybe some treats in the middle would be nice. And the tulip runner. A solid color, I think, is maybe a little nicer. But then we'll have to see what we put under it. See, when you do this, it's really not quite as necessary to do a runner. So let's just take a look at the tablecloth first, because a runner on top of it might be a little too busy. I think that's a pitfall that some people run into, is maybe putting a little too much on the table or in the room. You know, you don't have to necessarily fill up every ball. Just kind of balance it, you know. So sometimes if you do something to one side of the room, do an opposite thing to the other side of the room. I think that one's probably going to be the nicest. Now, when you have a bunch of tags and you don't want to go back around and click on all the tags, you can hit finish and it'll start to pop up the things that you need to purchase, which is a nifty little thing. Now, with the candles, since you only get one purchase, you have to keep popping it up. We've got 4 of them. Now it'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so that means everything's been purchased. So we'll go back, take a final peek at it, and I think it looks nice. So we'll go ahead and submit.